It's the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now, here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you with us. I don't know if you saw, but we have two veteran couples today starting off this new week with us, and a rookie couple, a gentleman who has never been on our show. And I just told him before we came out, it shows the kind of guy I am. I've never been on his, but I want him on mine. And here they are, winning money for the blue section today. First time, Mr. Peter Marshall and Jennifer Green. Winning money for the banana section, Bill Anderson and Becky Anderson. Winning money for the red section, George Grado and Barbi Benton. Listen, you guys are veterans. We have to pick on Peter a little bit. Jennifer, we won't pick on you. You're too pretty. But you know, Peter, it's fun to have you here. You've seen this. You know how we do this.
I certainly do.
Okay. Then we don't have to go into a big thing about it. But
well, of course not.
But I want you to remember one thing is very important.
What's that?
I'm asking the person in the back the question. That's the way you play it. She answers honestly. You figure out what she's going to say. If she tries to figure out what you're going to say, we'll be here till, you know, February. It'll never work. That's true. Okay?
She's from Australia, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
What does that have to do with what I just said?
Well, she's marsupial.
Huh?
Never mind. She has the answer in her pocket.
She hangs from, I was going to say, she hangs from her tail with a tree? I don't know.
Could be.
Ladies, here's the first question coming for you. You're by yourself at a secluded beach. The only person on the beach is a middle-aged man. You could be. Peter is on the beach with you. You get a painful splinter in your tush. Jennifer, that's North American for bum, for your bum. You just painful splinter in your bum. Would you ask the man to remove it, yes or no, is the question. A silly little question to begin things. Goodbye. In her bum, eh? That's what they call it.
That's what they call it.
That's where she's got it.
She's got a splinter in her bum.
Yes, sir.
This middle-aged man is on the beach.
Yes, he's the only other fellow there.
He's the voyeur.
Yes.
And he says, okay, I will help her.
It's her choice. Does she want him to help her or to remove it, yes or no?
Knowing Jennifer, she's not into pain at all.
Yeah.
She would say, old man, do me a favor and remove this thing from my bum.
You would, huh?
Oh, yeah.
What a gal.
Oh, sure.
She could also have said you could remove this splinter from down under. Would be good.
Oh.
Would not be bad.
I'm so sorry I didn't think of that guy.
Well, you will. Here she comes. Jennifer, what will you do about the splinter in your bum?
Well, I've never had a splinter in my bum, but what I would do is if he's a middle-aged man and he's really nice looking, then I wouldn't mind going up to him and saying, would you please remove the splinter out of my bum?
That's what the man said. Very nicely done. Very well done. The rookies are on the board. Rookies usually do very well or very poorly. But you're doing very well, obviously. Bill, what will Becky say?
I was just thinking, I know Becky fairly well after, 12 years of marriage, and Becky's a little country girl from North Carolina.
Yes.
And I think if Becky were on that secluded beach and she saw this guy, she would probably go find a splinter, put it in her bum, as a way to get to meet the guy. So I'm
Simple
saying
little
yes.
country girl. Pardon me, sir. I love the way you're dressed today, by the way, too. The man dressed as a banana for the banana section.
Well, look, I thought I would come out here. We need all the help we can get.
I think it's very nice. Nice done. Very well done, sir. Here she comes. Becky, what y'all gonna do about this here?
We're gonna do it.
You're gonna what?
We're gonna do it. We're certainly.
Gonna what?
Certainly he's gonna remove the splinter.
That's right. That's what I wanted you to say. See, they say that on television, but do you think they really... Yeah, maybe so. Depends how painful, I suppose. We didn't say how big it could be 6. It could be a huge piece of lumber, you know. George, what do you think Barbie will say?
Well, knowing my wife and knowing that she's into styles, I think the first thing she'd want to find out is whether it's stylish to have a splinter in your behind.
If that's what,
Because if it is,
going
she would
around.
not have it removed for weeks. It would be there. But assuming that it wasn't in vogue, I think she would probably ask the gentleman to remove it, but he'd have to keep one eye closed.
One eye closed.
One eye closed.
Yeah, that would somehow make it a little
Little less. She could
tacky.
tell me half about it, yes.
I understand. Okay. Bring her on. We'll get the half-truth. Barbie, what will you do? There you are with a splinter in your tush.
Well, actually, Bert, one of the things that people don't know about me is that I'm exceedingly agile and light, modesty forbidding. And
Oh,
I
really?
believe that wherever this splinter was, I could put myself into a position that would enable me to remove it by myself without the assistance of this nice gentleman. And therefore, I would not need his help.
That's not what George said, but really we don't mind because the picture
Barbie,
of
how are
you
you
doing
getting
it
home
is so
tonight?
wonderful. We don't really care. Thank you, Barbie. Becky and Bill and Jennifer and Peter are right. Split the first one in half. We'll come back in a second with some more nonsense, and you'll come back soon after you get that splinter removed from your bum.
Stay tuned. The night's still young on Game Show.
Here we go. Question number 2. This is it. If you're ready, ladies, it's for you. That was very nicely done, and thank you, Barbie, for making my day. Ladies, which would you rather be? The smartest woman in America, the richest woman in America, or the most beautiful woman in America? Which would you rather be? Goodbye. Oh, it's a good one. The richest, the smartest, or the most beautiful? We'll start with you, Bill. What do you think Becky would say?
I was afraid of that. Oh, golly. Well, I could be very nice, and I will. She's already the most beautiful. She's got a little ways to go on the smarts. What she wants to be, yeah, she wants to be the richest. That's what she'd rather.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
See, the
No
argument,
doubt.
of course, is if you're the smartest, you can become the richest. If you're the most beautiful, you can get anything you want, hopefully, supposedly. But you're going to stick with the richest, eh?
Yeah, I think that's what she'd
Yeah,
like.
that's because that's what you'd like. Okay, here she comes. Becky, which will it be? You have your choice.
I'd rather be the smartest.
No, that's not what...
Oh, no, you hadn't.
Well,
You'd rather
no.
be the richest.
But if I was smart, I'd be the richest.
There you go. See,
And
that's...
if I was smart, I could be the most beautiful.
Yeah.
With surgery and all that.
Yes, if you're the richest, you can buy beautiful. There's no
Right,
question.
right. And if I'm smart, I'm going to be rich.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. You are smart. He was wrong. You're not, because I
Oh.
asked you the question. He
Honey,
said...
what did you say?
I said richest. You're always on to me about, give you more allowance and all this and that and the other.
Give you more allowance?
More
Only if you take out the
allowance?
trash and do all those things. So, thank you, Becky. George, what will Barbie say?
Well, I'll tell you, that's a very difficult question. The way Barbie spends, I got to assume she thinks she's the richest.
Yeah.
So that's easy.
Or that you are.
And, oh, boy. And the time she spends making herself up, she's got to believe she's the most beautiful. But I would honestly say that I think Barbie would like to be the smartest girl.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, here she comes. Barbie, make your choice. It's for you to do.
Oi. I know that George is going to joke and say something about the fact that I would like to be the richest woman in America, but if he says that, he's going to get it wrong. He tries very hard to make me better looking by making me jog 12 to 14 miles every day. However, what I really would like to be is the smartest woman.
You got it. That's on the button.
Oh, thank you, George.
Very nicely done. You jog 12 to 14 miles a day?
Yes, every day, and so does my husband.
She jogs right to Neiman Marcus
Yeah.
every morning. Straight, shot there, and back. Every morning.
How come he doesn't look as good as you do? Well, I don't know. There must be a reason.
I'll be the judge of that.
Peter, what will Jennifer say?
Well, I'm just conjuring Miss Benton jogging 14 miles a day.
Yeah.
Watching. Got to be a pretty picture.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're following her in your car, which is the
Which
best
he
way.
usually is.
I don't think Jennifer worries about her beauty. She's beautiful and really doesn't realize how attractive she is. And monetarily, she couldn't care less. She's very career-oriented. And believe me, I think I'd bet the house on smart.
Smart. Bet the house on smart. Here she comes. Hello. Hello, Jennifer.
Oh, hello, mate.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, just wonderful.
Listen, Doc, which are you going to choose?
Oh, yes. Well, I would like to say the smartest woman in America, but then all the men would hate me. So I would have to go with the richest, because then I could...
Have you got a third choice, Jennifer? He said the smartest.
All that... He did?
Yes, and you chose the richest. That shows how dumb he is, doesn't it?
You're right. You're right.
Sorry about that. Barbie and George get the whole thing for the red section, which was nice at halftime. Guys, step to the rear, will you? Second half, step to the rear, guys. We'll bring the ladies out front and continue with the second half in just a moment. What would you rather be, huh? Richest, smartest, most beautiful? After halftime, I have three lovely ladies with me. And guys, you're okay, too. The score is, Peter, you and Bill are tied with 75, and George, you're in the lead with 150 after getting the last one on all of it for yourself. Men, the question is for you, 150 bucks. You're the last one to get into a crowded elevator. There's a power failure. The elevator stalls and the lights go out. Suddenly, somebody grabs you, kisses you, and then releases you. When the lights come on, you turn around and discover that all the passengers are men. What would you do? Try to pick out the man who kissed you, or try not to? Goodbye, guys. Definitely could happen. Maybe it has. Barbie, we'll start with you. What would George do?
Oh, I know George would be very embarrassed. I think he would try to avoid picking out the man that kissed him.
He would, eh? He wouldn't want a confrontation of that kind?
No way.
No. The answer is he would try not to pick out the...
No, he's macho.
He's macho. Boy, he'd be upset, wouldn't he? Especially if he liked it.
Now, the only thing that would make him paranoid is the fact that the lights went out in the elevator. He doesn't deal with things like that very well.
Oh, really? Has this happened to him before?
No.
But you know that if it did...
I know him.
Okay, here he comes.
Too well.
George, there you are in the elevator, and a little action happens when the lights are out. What are you going to do about it?
I knew I should have walked up the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah. I would honestly say that under these circumstances, it would be too difficult to get all of the phone numbers, and I would probably lose some. So I would probably not try to get...
That's exactly what she said. Thank you, George. Try to get all the phone... What do you think Peter will do, Jennifer?
Oh, he'd probably enjoy it at first. No, he's really Mr. Macho, and I think what Peter would do, he'd be very embarrassed, because he does blush, and I think he would avoid it and just move on out.
Move on out quickly.
Very quickly.
Not one to know, not macho enough to try and say, all right, hey, which one of you guys, huh?
Well, he's very good with the fists, but no, I think he'd be too embarrassed.
Yes.
He'd definitely avoid it and run.
Here he comes. Peter, what will you do now? The lights have gone out.
Yes.
And there you are. Big smack on the lips.
Good kisser?
Well, I don't know. It doesn't say that, but
Yeah.
could certainly be.
Well, I would check for lipstick first. Turn around and say, all right, sweetheart, which one did it?
You would want to know.
I would want to pick out the guy.
No, that's not what she said. See how this game goes?
Yes.
No, she said you would want to get out of there, that you were macho and very good with your fist. However, you would not want to know. She was wrong, wasn't she?
I guess so.
Yes, I think so. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Becky, what will Bill say?
Oh, Bill would run for his life.
Run for his life.
If he
I don't think
was
that's what the
last
guy was
one-
after, you know.
Well, if he was the last one on, he would be the first one off.
I see.
And I think he'd really be embarrassed. And
Yeah.
I'm going to slug him if he misses this one.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't slug him because we have the rest of the week to go. But you're going to say he's going to try not to.
No, I don't think I think he would act like he was not the one that was kissed.
Tough to do. Okay, he'll get out of there. Here he comes. Bill, what will you do?
This question reminds me of the thing about the power failure in New York when all the people were stuck on the elevator, and 9 months later there were 10,000 babies born, all named Otis.
That's right. That's right.
What would I do? I don't know what I'd do with him after I picked him out, but I'd want to know who it was.
No, that's not what Becky said. Look out, because she's going to slug you. Barbie and George get the whole thing again. How about that? We'll come back in a moment. We got the $300 question. That will decide it. Anybody can still win. What would you do in that elevator? My goodness.
Stay tuned. Game show Saturday nights coming.
Okay, here we go. Last one. This will decide it. $300 riding on this, so obviously anybody can win. Even Peter, you could probably win this one. Listen carefully, guys. At a party, you're introduced to a dozen people you've never met before. At the end of the evening, how many of their first names will you remember? Is it closer to none, 3, 6, 9, or all 12? Choices are none, 3, 6, 9, or all 12. Goodbye. Pretty good question, I think. We are all thrown into social situations like that, and especially in this town. And we'll start with you, Jennifer. What will Peter say? How many will he remember, do you think?
He's quite good at remembering names, but at parties, I don't know. I know me, when I'm at parties, I usually remember probably 3.
3 out of 12.
Yes, 3 out of 12. But I think Peter would say, God, $100 on this one. I have to say, none.
None. Really?
Wait a minute. I think I'll say 3.
You think you'll say 3?
Yeah, 3. Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Blues?
What do you think?
What a tepid response.
That's good, yeah. 3.
You're not sure?
Wait, well, we do this in Australia. We mumble a lot.
Go ahead and mumble. We all mumble
I
here.
mumble a lot. But wait, God. Let's go for 3. I think 3.
3. Yeah. He's never met any of these people, see. They're all new. They're all new people, all strangers. So.
Oh no, yeah, but I know he's good at sometimes when he's alert and he's not working hard.
Yes.
He remembers.
Yeah, it does have something to do with the people there. If you want to, sometimes you remember better if you really want to.
Well, there's some good-looking ladies there who usually remember. So I'd say.
You'll say 3.
Let's go for 3.
Here he comes.
That's my lucky number.
Here he comes. Peter, you have your choice, as you know, from none to 12.
Right.
How many will you remember? You've never met them before.
Well, Jenny knows that I'm very good with names, Bruce. Gene.
Bert.
Oh, yes. I would probably, now, let me finish. I probably would know all 12, but I will play it safe. I will know at least 9.
No, but you're very close. She went from none to 3. First, the answer was none. And then she said, no, we're going to go with 3.
That's what I drank.
You drank 3 and remembers 12. Sorry, Peter. Becky, what will Bill say?
Bill he's very, very good with names.
Yeah.
I'm horrible, but he is very good, and I'm not sure if he would remember all 12 or just 9.
He's that good. No, that's good.
He's good. He's really good with names. 9.
You're going to say 9. Oof. That's tough. 9 strangers. 9 brand new names. Here we go.
Okay, you're with me.
Yeah, the bananas say okay. Yeah, they're thinking about it, but they say yes. Here he comes. Shh, now don't give it away. Mustn't say anything. Hello, Bill.
Hi.
Okay, you're still in the running here. It's very important, this last question, of course, and your last answer. What do you think? How many will you remember?
Is one of them the guy that was on the elevator?
That's one we know you're going to remember.
I think I would probably, particularly if it was in a situation where I really wanted to, I think I'd come very close to remembering all 12 of them.
No, she said 9. She thought she might get all 12, but just to be safe, she picked 9.
I figured there'd be a couple of duds in there that he just couldn't.
Yeah, no kidding. You really would, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
That's incredible.
He is good. I told you he's good. I'm
He's
sorry.
good, except on that one.
Well,
He was
enough.
right. You were wrong. Well, Barbie, it's up to you now to add lavishly to your score.
dear.
What do you think?
For the duration of the party, George would be able to remember the majority of the names, but the next day, I would say he would not be able to remember more than 3.
3.
So I'll say 3.
You'll say 3. Now, wait a minute. Now, at the end of the evening, not the next day, we've said.
Well, at the end of the evening, I'll say 3.
Still 3. Okay. How about in the middle of the evening? How many would
Middle of the evening, I'd say 9, but at the end of the evening, 3.
3. All right, here he comes. George, this is it. Very important. Big money riding on your answers.
Well, you know, I never have a problem with first names, Jim. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I forgot the question. What was the question? No. I would say that I do have some difficulties with first names. I would say that I probably would remember closer to 3.
That's it. You got it. And you get the whole $300. I can't believe it. What a score. Look at this. Barbi and George get the $300. Time is up and the red section wins it. Now we'll come back in just a moment and give the red section their fun. A very large score for our show. See you in a minute. We'd like ours to go.
Who said staying up late watching old movies wouldn't pay off? Hollywood Showdown. Be a player. Weeknights at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Game Show Network.
Okay, the big winners today. The red section with Barbi and George, $600. We had 1,000. They will divide $1,600. Very big score for Tattletales. Thank you all. Next time, Peter. We'll see you right here the next time, too. I hope. Bert Convy saying so long. Thanks so much. Bye.
In addition to cash awards, remember the winning rooting sections. Elected at random will also receive Nestle Egyptian Henna. Brings new body bounce and brilliance to your hair. Isn't that what you've always wanted? Nestle Egyptian Henna. Boratine, the borax bleacher formulated for the big switch to warm water washing. For whiter, brighter, cleaner wash, switch to Boratine, the borax bleacher. And from La Choy, make your meals swing American with these fine La Choy canned and frozen products.
All new Three's a Crowd is unflinching.
Don't worry, paramedics are standing by.
Unwavering.
Definitely think it should have been me. He better have said me.
And swears to tell the truth.
Oh, I hate to answer this question.
The whole truth.
Better have said his wife, or else he's sleeping on the couch tonight.
And nothing but the truth.
Guys, I hope you brought something to read, because the ride home could get real quiet.
All new